Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, looks like I've been given two choices I've done very recently, and that means I'm left with Mage. Nothing wrong with Mage. Mage has a fantastic ability. Now, here we are, right at the start, we've got a Nox Ramus card. Do I really want the Nerubian Egg as a Mage? Is that going to synergize well? Because I could get a counter spell, which is pretty rough. I don't have as many spells. I mean, they may or may not be the best spells, but countering someone's spell can really mess them up. It's hard to resist the egg in terms of just sort of fighting power in here. If it doesn't get silenced, this will turn into a 4/4 at some point. And I can shoot it to death, although that's a lot of effort. 4 mana and 2 turns to shoot it down. That's getting kind of excessive. I think I'm going to go with the counter spell. Probably dumb, but we'll see. Okay, I know Argent Squire is good. I still don't like it. Razorfen Hunter is actually seems to be, as far as I can tell, the worst of the get a second creature minions. The numbers, there's nothing theoretically wrong with the numbers, but in practice, it doesn't do that much for you. So, we're going to take the Cult Master. We've seen the Cult Master work for and against me a lot of times, but it's very strong. Harpy is, I've upped my estimation of the Harpy. It is a 6 mana, kill your opponent machine if you can keep it alive, but I'm going to take Mirror Image because it's fantastic. The Undertaker, I don't know how much Death Rattle stuff I'm going to get in the arena, but I mean, this guy can go crazy. And if you could get just 1 or 2 Death Rattles out there, then you're getting good value for your mana. Now, I mean, is it 1-drop? Is he fantastic? I don't know. We're going to take the Apprentice instead, because she gives me more potential crazy starts with Mirror Image. Pirate Captain, blah. Big Game Hunter, that could be pretty handy. If there's something big enough to kill with the Big Game Hunter, I'm going to be glad to have him. And he's still got stats, sort of, even if they're ranged weirdly. On the other hand, Spellbender is super obnoxious. And if your opponent casts a buff spell and you steal it with a Spellbender, that's fantastic. If they cast a minion damaging spell that does less than 3 damage, then you get to steal their spell, so you're stopping them from killing something, and you're getting a crappy minion. But yeah, it can really mess up their plans. It's a hard choice between these two. I guess I'll take the Spellbender. We'll see if I get any secret-related stuff here. Brewmaster is pretty good. Raid Leader, a little overpriced usually. I gotta take Cone of Cold, because you know me, I like Cone of Cold. Mirror Entity would go well with the Secrets theme, and it's really strong. Mana Worm would go well with the crazy power start play, though. I think, even though I'd like to have that, I'm going to take the Mana Worm. See if I can get that Mage-rush sort of thing going. And the Sorcerer's Apprentice would go along with that. Now, I don't have any Battle Cry stuff, and Battle Cry stuff is pretty popular in the arena, last I checked. Although the format's changing, it doesn't bother Death Rattle, and there's going to be lots of that too. But I don't know, Sorcerer's Apprentice is giving me some strong weeniness at the start. Try that. And I get a Weblord anyway. I mean, I could take the Elfin Archer, they're popular, but whatever, Weblord. So probably take the Mind Control tech. I've got so many secrets, I'm tempted to take the Kirin Tor Mage. Well, I got 2 secrets, I didn't take all 3. I mean, 4/3 for 3 mana is quite decent. And if you're getting a free secret, he's amazing. On the other hand, the Pyromancer is a crazy degree of control. So is the Mind Control tech. It's in his name. Although it's harder to get him to go off. These are all... wow. I think I should probably take the Pyromancer. Yeah. There's no winning. All those choices are painful to give up. Okay, so I'm just going Gargoyle. As a mage, I'm not going to have stuff to buff it with, so it's not going to be as good in here. Unstable Ghoul is interesting, but I'm not going for Stally as much so far. I've got more of a trying to actually, take over the early game. We're definitely taking Acolyte of Pain, though, because as a mage, shooting at drawing cards, awesome. I hate you. I'm not fond. I don't like you either. and you're amazing. So I wonder which card we're going to pick there. I don't like this set at all. I'm not a big fan of Ice Lance, especially since I can't control how many freezing cards I'm going to get, and so far I have, like, one. Not very appealing to me. I guess we'll take the Elven Archer out of these. I do have to get some fat stuff, but I don't like that Priestess. She's not good fat. Archer, Ice Barrier. I don't like any of these. Stop giving me this garbage. Oh, man. Arcane Explosion is just such a weak-ass card most of the time, given, like, without spell damage, basically. If you have even one spell damage out, suddenly this is an excellent play, but I don't have any spell damage in the deck. I can't count on any. Ice Barrier can give you a whole turn at some points of the game, but I mean, you're not doing anything in the turn that you play it, unless it's way later in the game. When drawing it is, like, could have been something else. I guess we're going with another Elven Archer. We're going to have a total crappy weenie deck here. I really want the Cone of Cold, but I think I need more minions, so I'm going to take the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Go well with my other Suicidal guys. I get another Cone of Cold anyway, unless I want the Abusive Sergeant or the Brewmaster, both of which are good. I don't have a lot of, like, Battle Cry stuff, so he's not as exciting, so Cone of Cold. Man, I could use some fat, like, badly, but Arcane Intellect draws me cards, and it gives me more to work with my Apprentices and Pyromancers. I'm gonna get shafted. I can have nothing fat. See, this! Why couldn't you have been interspersed with these shitty Elven Archers? Can I trade? I'd love to just trade my Elven Archers for any of these cards. Just take all three of these, throw back the Elven Archers. Like, god damn it, that sucks. Just I don't even know how to choose between these cards. They're all so excellent for stuff. I guess I don't have that much that directly kills it. What I have least of is stuff like Frostbolt, so we're going to take Frostbolt. But it hurts. You suck, and you're a Mana Worm, so I guess that's okay. I almost need to take the Nerubian Egg just so I have more fatness, but I guess we're going with Pyromancers, because why not? I'd love to take the Mirror Image, but I need to take more of the stuff that's actually going to do something. Since I have no fat at all, is Lord of the Arena. Arcane Missiles, I mean, I can use that to trigger the Pyromancer. I can play it for free with the Apprentice. It gives me the crazy starts. But I have nothing to fight with in this deck, so I'm actually going to have to take the Scarlet Crusader. I get an Arcane Missiles anyway. So, I need fat stuff, just stuff to fight with. I mean, this would give me fighting. I think I'm so short of fatness, I better take the Tiger. These are all good, but I don't know. Take Mirror Entity and hope they have fat stuff. The Scarlet Crusader is pretty good, but she's not as good against the classes who can do damage. Although, even the classes who can do damage, it's only Mage that she's, like, poor against. At least the Rogue or the Druid has to take her damage to kill her. With their, like, class power. But Mirror Entity, I have so many. This deck's going to be, like, all spells. And I'm going to die. I don't know how I'm going to kill my opponent. I guess I'm going to take the Mirror Entity, because who knows, I might get something fat out of it. Okay, my lack of having anything to kill my opponent has driven me to the point I'm going to have to take the Nightblade, which I don't even like. Mana Worm would increase my chances of having these, like, crazy starts and boosting it with all my secrets and other things. Lord of the Arena would maybe kill someone later in the game. We're going to go... I know I'm saying I want fat. We're going to take the Mana Worm there. We're going to take the Darkscale Healer, even though I've got nothing that can survive a hit, pretty much. I could take another Nightblade. It is more damage to my opponent, but honestly, my deck is kind of so weenie-y that I'm going to take the Direwolf Alpha. And we are definitely taking you, because I don't know what happened. This deck, I mean, I guess I could have made it even more of a crazy rush deck, but I'd be concerned that it would not have any staying power, that it would just, like, haha, I crushed you in the early game for a little while and then lost. But maybe I should have gone harder on it if I had another Mirror Image, another Arcane Missiles, and even another Mana Worm. My odds of getting one of those crazy Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mana Worm, Mirror Image sort of starts would be much higher. This did not go as planned at all. On the plus side, if you look back at my choices, if I had been trying to build my regular sort of like get a lot of strong 3 and 4 cost or 4 and 5 cost things, like fighting decks, there was very little to choose from. Like, I really was not getting those choices.
Jane versus Anduin.
Hopefully I adapted okay to the choices I did yet, but...
You asked for it.
We're gonna ditch the counterspell, I think. Although, I mean, I could use it to trigger the Mana Worm and stuff like that, but I'd rather have something else right now. I have all these weenies and I'm just gonna get crushed. I don't know. Well, I don't usually just play like rush sort of decks. Well, that's gonna work out okay, I guess. Cone of Cold. Good to know. So, I'm definitely going to Elven Archer that guy. The question is, do I coin out the do I coin her out? Like, mana? Yeah, I guess that's what I should do. I'll use the coin for that purpose. A relatively strong start, I guess. Now let's see what his next move is, because if he plays nothing, I can play the Direwolf Alpha and just start, like, pounding him. Nope, that's not nothing.
One shot.
Ah, damn it! I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but okay. Playing the Direwolf is not going to be as good. I think I should just shoot this. Now what's up? Really? That's fascinating. How am I going to deal with that? Not very well right now. I guess I'm going to give my opponent a choice. Play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, kill that. Now I have 2 potential growing things.
One shot.
I don't like mind games. It's kind of like that Brawl, where it has this random potential to go crazy and like cause you to just win, but mostly it blows. Like, it usually gives you something bad. It's going to be better in the current death rattle laden environment, but I think I'm going to just get board control back. I'm going to shoot that for a card. Mirror Image. That's excellent. Now I can just do what I sort of want to do. These are great because they protect me from Shadow Madness, which is an epic card, I think. Like, I don't think there's too much chance. I'm not likely to run into a whole ton of them in an Arena Priest, but still, these mess up Shadow Madness a lot. Because you can't, if you steal one of them, it can't attack. And if you steal something else, you're going to have to waste its attack on them, and they don't kill it back. So, it's very strong anti-Shadow Madness tech. Now, it would be really interesting if he puts out, like, minions. So I might be able to use my Cult Master to great effect here.
I hope you like my invention.
We'll see. Now, another choice is I could Cone of Cold that junk. Like, do I not need the Cult Master yet? I don't know. Oh, I have so many options with this hand. Because I could play the Direwolf Alpha, have these guys, like, start killing things. Which is funny.
I wonder.
I do have to get rid of that, I guess. I could play the Cone of Cold, and I could Direwolf Alpha. Or I could Cone of Cold and Spellbender, or Cone of Cold and just shoot one of these things. Cone of Cold and Spellbender would boost this up a lot. It's like a waste of a Cone of Cold, kind of, but it's also kill obliterating everything. So it's probably worthwhile. Let's just kill that. And that being the case, I mean, I'm already very vulnerable to AoE. If there's an AoE, I'm going to be screwed. I'm wondering if I should not play more of that. But yeah, I would like to just... shooting that seems so efficient. You know what? I'm just going to shoot that. Probably dumb. No, you know what? Just go all out, I guess. Holy Nova would totally screw me, though. You really need a Holy Nova.
They'll never know what.
That's a bad card. I have one of them. It's bad. I'm sure it's not as bad. I mean, usually these things are balanced better. A lot of the things that I thought were bad, I increased my skill level or my experience level and noticed that, no, turns out they're pretty decent. But, bleh. I think the thing to do here is to Cult Master some stuff. I draw a bunch of cards.
Join or die, or both.
Me?
I guess we'll lose this one first. So I could lose her or not. It's going to be harder to do without losing her. So I could go 1, 2, then shoot, but I don't have enough mana to shoot. Oh, okay, we'll just do it like this. It's fine. I wish I could play that, but I don't have her out. That's right, I lost that ability. Duh. No, we'll just keep a handful of stuff so I can rebuild if there's a Holy Nova. Obviously, he didn't have a Holy Nova, but he could have drawn one. I know he's hoping he does. Unless he didn't get any, in which case, I hate when that happens to me. I'm fine when it happens to him. Okay, card for me.
My eyes are open.
That is your stalling tech, it's so not going to do it. Okay, do I have lethal this turn? I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... So, not even close. Good to know.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Could mirror Arcane Intellect, but I've got enough cards to play right now. I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to play 2 secrets. So, your spells will not avail you. Actually, Holy Nova would still work really good. Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Pass me that Arc Light Spanner.
Oh, waste my Mirror Entity, but that's okay, it's still helping kill you. This was pretty over.
You have been.
Yep. There were some turns when a Holy Nova looked like it would have really screwed me up, but by the last 2 turns I had enough good stuff in my hand, it would have been fine. So that worked okay, but I don't know about the long-term survival of this deck. I did get myself, you know, I've got some sort of fat stuff, but these aren't really good. None of these, except for the Sunwalker, are really good, really efficient fatness. Tiger's a 5/5 for 5 is pretty solid. But yeah, ultimately, they don't have crazy game-shaping abilities. If I get the Cult Master working in any given game, or the Acolyte of Pain, that takes me a long way towards winning. So we're just going to have to see how it all unfolds next time. If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.